So I think I have read through enough paperwork. I have watched enough interviews on Caffeine, Hip Hop is Real, 15 Minutes of Fame, PIPERBOY Williams. I've been in enough spaces, heard everybody else's opinion, even heard directly from Kid Slate today in the spaces. And I got one thing that I definitely do know. Let's talk about it. What's going on, everybody? This is Temperature Check. I am your host, as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. How y'all doing? I wouldn't be who I am if I ain't do what I do. So shout out to my brand news and my day ones. Make sure that you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. And of course, make sure you copy that Temperature Check apparel. We got t-shirts, we got hoodies, we got sweatpants, we got hats, we got all of that. But also, Happy New Year. Happy 2023, as this is the last day of 2022. Many blessings to you. Even though me and my brother Deadass talk, we gonna cook up in 2023. We got some interviews y'all gonna be ready for. Y'all, we got some interviews y'all definitely been waiting on. So definitely check us out, man. Make sure that y'all definitely tap into the content. Y'all see what's going on. But man, I think it's time. Like, I've heard enough and I've done enough research to get my own opinion on this whole Kid Slate, you know what I'm saying, situation. But it's one thing I do know. Shout out 15 Minutes of Fame and Uncle Rock, because you had the interview, you did the sit down, you did what I think a lot of people were scared to do, honestly. I'm not even gonna hold you. Because even when people asked me about possibly interviewing Kid Slate, even my own camp, I met it with some intrepidation around it. It was some soul searching I had to do, because you got, again, let's run this whole thing back. When you got somebody like Tay Rock, who don't necessarily come with angles, he don't necessarily do a lot of exposure. When he has the battle with Civil War with Kid Slate, and he exposes that paperwork in that first round, he went out for the knockout blow. He went straight to the knockout blow, and it was not only the knockout blow for the battle itself, it was a knockout blow for Kid Slate's career. I really think that when Tay Rock brought this to light, he really thought that this was, boom, open closed case, that it was going to end Kid Slate's career. I really think he thought that, because consensus would tell you, history would tell you, it did that. But history also would tell you that when you think about the ID Boom situation, when you think about the Ty Petty situation, where those were immediate, get them out of the culture, get them out of my face, they weren't Kid Slate, respectfully. They weren't the Seven God. They weren't. We got to be honest with that. They weren't one of the newer stars that we was thinking was about to be one of them. Because let's not make no mistake, there was a reason he was standing in front of Tay Rock, right? I'm just saying, it was, so there was some push. He was getting some push the culture had gotten behind him. So when Tay Rock released this information in a battle, it wasn't received as well as Big K and ID Boom. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't open and closed like Ace Amin did with Ty Petty. It wasn't that. It wasn't that. And I realized that, but I also knew how big Tay Rock's voice was in the culture. I think a lot of people wanted to do the interview, but please, shout out 15 Minutes of Fame and Uncle Rock. Because even in my own camp, it was met with, like, again, like, it was met with some skepticism about it. Because you got the street side of things that say don't talk at all. Even if your statement doesn't tie to years, because it doesn't tie to years. And one thing we got to stop doing, and I see it happening too much in battle rap, we got to stop believing these random people that come into battle rap with information with no credibility. We don't know who they are, their background, where they come from, their real motive for releasing whatever they trying to release, to get released on this battle rapper, on this league owner, on this whatever entity in battle rap. We got to stop just running to them and believing them 100%. Who are they? Who are they? What have they done to earn our trust? And I've learned that we just gotta stop jumping to conclusions so much. But a lot of people had a lot of opinions on this. A lot of people said he ratted. A lot of people put their R word on him. That's not something I would say. But a lot of people have, and I get it. Because you know what I'm saying? In that code, when you live that life, I didn't know there was no asterisks around telling. It was either you don't or you don't. That was the options. You don't or you don't. It wasn't no you don't with an asterisk. But it was a lot of different, you know what I'm saying? It was a lot of different pockets that people were going into. But my one thing I do know is PIPERBOY Williams saved Kid Slate's career. Because we can say what we want to about the interview with Uncle Rob. The interview was cool. The interview was great. But if PIPERBOY didn't do what he did, we don't even give a damn about that interview. That's 100% fact. PIPERBOY Williams saved Kid Slate's career. I believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that. Because you didn't necessarily need somebody with the truth. You needed somebody to stand up and yell the truth and go in them spaces and say it ain't right and challenge these battle rappers to do their research and challenge these fans to do their research and have a strong opinion and not fold because people were telling you to fold. I reserved the right to say anything on it because I wanted to see everything play out. I wanted to see how everybody was gonna react because again, we've seen battle rap react so quickly in situations and then have to recant our statements and then have to say, oh, we sorry. But this ain't one of them situations I necessarily feel like you can play with. When you put that R word on somebody like that I feel like that has potentially long-term effects outside of battle rap. I do. I have listened to the interviews with Uncle Rob and I've listened to Kid Slate. Should he be in battle rap? First of all, we don't know nobody's past. We don't know anybody's past besides what we see right here on this screen. What we know is what you present until proven otherwise. Do I think he's going to be back on the URL? Yes. Do I think everybody's going to battle him? No. Absolutely not. I think it's people that's going to hold firm and not battle them based off certain principalities that they grew up with, for sure. But this is all entertainment. Battle rap is entertainment. But it's also like, it's the believability in battle rap. It's authenticity in battle rap that we love. That's what drives the culture. And once we no longer believe you, it's been proven to us, it don't even gotta be proven to be the truth. Long as it's been proven to us, to our satisfaction, that it ain't to our liking, we do away with it. So Kid Slate was in the spaces today and he was talking about a lot of the people that supported him. Like I said, the Uncle Rob interview did well, but it didn't do nothing like that PIPERBOY. PIPERBOY interviewing Jerk, PIPERBOY reading through the paperwork, going through the paperwork with y'all, advocating with y'all with 50, 60,000 subscribers. That's what has made the culture shift. That's what made the culture think and reassess and reevaluate. And that's why you're having these conversations. Because of voices like PIPERBOY. Again, 15 Minutes of Fame did an excellent interview, but 15 Minutes of Fame ain't gonna be out here yelling in the spaces with the battle rappers, and that's where it's counting right now. That's the streets of battle rap. That's where we at right now. That's where the streets of battle raps is popping. If you want to be popping right now, if you're not already moving and shaking in the culture and you want to get shaking, get into one of these spaces. You see how quickly the culture just accepts everybody. You see how it happens. You can become an overnight celebrity in the spaces. We've seen it happen all throughout 2022. But ultimately, do I think that the URL will continue to book Kid Slate? Yes. Because they put too much money behind them. And one, I'm pretty sure that'd be a breach of contract. Like legally, what you gonna say? Oh, we not booking him. No, we're terminating our contract with Kid Slate because he is snitch. What? You can't go to court with that. You're not gonna win no court case with that. You're not, bruh. So I really do think this is gonna be a situation where you're gonna see Kid Slate back on the URL. Now, how they bring him back on the URL, I don't know. Maybe, I think what they're gonna have to do, probably some light works, probably some small rooms, no crowds or small settings. I think it's gonna be a minute before Kid Slate gets back on a big stage again, for sure. For sure, because first of all, you gotta have a name big enough to hold that. And then you got to get everybody on the card, because you know everybody got an opinion. So everybody on a card like a Summer Madness on a Gnome is gonna be like, you trying to put me on the card with him? Oh no. Or they gonna put me on, oh yeah, you can put me on a card with Slade, like he cool, you know what I'm saying? It's really gonna be that. He's gonna have to rely on those people that he's saying that's standing with him. Definitely them battle rappers. For them big battles, he's gonna have to be very careful about how he strategically places his battles going forward, because everything counts now. Everything is gonna count. But I think he's gonna have to start with light works and like caffeine style small room setting, like bands and things like that, to work to bring his name back up. I think he is. I think he is. Will I not watch his battles? No, I'm not saying that. I'm definitely gonna watch his battles. Would I ever interview Kid Slate? I think if you ever wanted to do an interview with me, I would do the interview. Because as media, it's our job to get all sides of the story. My job is to not thrust upon you my opinion, although I do opinionated blogs. When it comes to like getting somebody's story out there and letting them tell their truth, they do need platforms that allow the other side of the coin to be flipped. They do. So I think it's very interesting how everything is played out. A lot of people have, again, reassessed and reevaluated where they are with that Kid Slate thing. But where are you at with the Kid Slate thing? Are you rocking with Kid Slate? Are you gonna not rock with people that do rock with Kid Slate? Because I'm seeing names like, you know what I'm saying, Hustle. I'm seeing names like New Jersey Twerk. I'm seeing big names that standing up saying I'm standing behind that boy, Piranha. Like, it's really people that, you know what I'm saying, that we believe that of that cloth that are standing with him. So I think it's gonna be very interesting. But ultimately, the one thing I do know is PIPERBOY Williams saved Kid Slate's career, and that's a big fact. This is Temperature Check. I am your host as always, man. Mr. Check the Temperature. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and you know the motto. We ain't just getting started. Being here.